Instagram does not make it easy for small creators. But what does this mean? Are you supposed to just give up on your hopes and dreams and call it a day? No, this video is gonna help you navigate those challenges if you have under 10,000 followers. But I'm not asking you to trust me just because I have a British accent. I'm also asking you to trust me because I gained 587,000 followers in 12 months on Instagram. So I think it's fair to say I kind of get this game. And if you're under that 10,000 follower mark, here are the 5 things I believe you should be doing. But before I share the 5 tips, I just want to explain a little bit about how the algorithm works so that you get a little bit about why it's so hard to grow at the start on Instagram. And also so that you feel relieved that it's not always going to be like this. It actually gets significantly easier as you gain followers. So there's something to look forward to, light at the end of the tunnel. So the reason Instagram is so hard for beginner creators is because Instagram pushes out your video content to your followers. And only if it gets incredible results with your followers does it get pushed out to non-followers. Obviously, if you don't have followers, then there's not a very big pool for the content to be pushed to. There's no loyalty built, and therefore it's very hard for you to get pushed to non-followers. And if you aren't getting pushed to non-followers, you aren't growing. So breaking out at the start is extremely hard. But on the flip side, once you have followers, getting more followers becomes easier and easier and easier. So yes, it's extremely hard at the start, but if you keep pushing and you get past that hump, I promise you it gets easier, it gets better, and your content will get pushed to more and more people. Number 1, do not play a guessing game. There are certain structures and formats out there already that are known to work. Things like green screens, street interviews, videos where you play 2 characters having a back and forth conversation, comment farming, engagement hacking, before and after videos, transformation videos, us versus them videos, react videos. There are so many formats that are proven to work time and time again. So just scroll through your Instagram and see what videos are working, and then try and extract out the viral format behind that video. And this brings me on to point number 2, which is throw shit at the wall. You don't know what's gonna stick until you try it. So try as many of these formats as possible. Try as many hooks as possible, as many scripts. Try filming inside, try filming outside, try filming with a fancy camera or an iPhone. Test a lot of different things, experiment as much as you can, and this gives you data that you can use to inform future videos. The more data we have, the quicker we learn, and the quicker we learn, the quicker we grow. 3, use social hacking and trendjacking. These are similar things but not the same. So social hacking is when you take the audience of another person or brand and you use their attention to create attention of your own. This is by far one of the easiest ways. When you're starting out, no one cares who you are. That's just the harsh truth. I'm sorry. In order to get them to care, talk about someone else, a famous person, a famous brand, an influencer, something, and then they're gonna care about what you have to say. Then there's trendjacking, which is talking about things happening in the news or in politics or in the environment. And the sooner you hop on these topics, the more views you're gonna get. If you become someone who reacts to these things before everyone else, you will get views, I guarantee it. Number 4, you have to feel it. If a viewer doesn't feel like you actually give a damn, they won't either. If you're saying something scary, act scared. If you're saying something makes you super excited, you better look excited. The more you can make what you're saying connect to how you are presenting what you're feeling, the better your videos are going to perform. And number 5, put in the reps. Now, there are 2 reasons you should put in the reps as a beginner creator, particularly on Instagram. I would have different advice for TikTok, but on Instagram, I would be saying post 1 to 3 times per day for 2 reasons. One is I've found in my own experience that you don't know what's gonna hit. I posted many videos onto Instagram that had gone viral for me on TikTok, but would get 200 views or 1,000 views on Instagram. So it's not that the content wasn't good, it's just that Instagram is ruthless when you're first starting out. This is changing a little bit from when I was doing it, but they still make it extremely hard. And so you just need to show up so much that eventually something breaks out and you don't know what it's gonna be. And it's not always about how good the piece of content is. So you want more opportunities at bat. That's reason number 1. The second reason is a more obvious reason, which is that when we put in more reps, we get better. And if we're a beginner creator, we're probably not that good yet, so we should put more reps in. So for those 2 very good reasons, I believe you should be posting at least once a day on Instagram if you want to break out past 10,000 followers. Now, as a bonus tip, I would say you're going to want to get feedback from other people because we are inside our own heads. We think all the content we make is God's gift, and yet that's almost certainly not true. And so what you need is an outside perspective perspective. Someone who can say, I liked this, I didn't like that, the music was slow, the hook was a little weak, and the pacing was slow, and you kind of lost me in the middle. You need that stuff in order to quickly improve. Now, I have a community that does just this, but it's for people over 10,000 followers. So once you hit the 10K mark, join us and we'll help you grow even faster. If you want something in the meantime, check out my course below. It showcases all of the strategies I've used to gain over 900,000 followers in 22 months.